to Castro and all this and that, and found people here and there, whatever. And then start learning about the Two Spirit groups holding gatherings, and went to the one in Eugene. It was my first year. I think it was 89, 1989. And that's where I met a lot of people, and I got to know everybody around the country through that. And
but you're still not out within our own tribe.
Mm-mm.
Do you think you ever will?
I sort of think so, because I really believe that a lot of people suspect.
I think so. I would say so.
And then if I came out,
They'd
yeah,
like,
we already know.
Already?
We already knew. But even when I go home now, because of this business of I'm a medicine man, this, that, and the other, that people say and think about me, when I go back to Camiano, I sit down at the YS for a ceremony, that no one sits next to me. I'm all by myself. And that used to bother me, or even going to Lapway to memorials and stuff. I sit there, no one sits next to me. And I sort of wonder, geez, why is that happening? And then come in my head, well, they think I'm a medicine man and I'm powerful, this, that, and the other. I'm a crazy guy.
Well, what about your family?
I think my mother suspects. I think my father does too. It just never brought up. Never. Only my stepfather does that. You're gay, aren't you? That kind of thing. But no one speaks of it. Doesn't say anything or make any remarks like, I hate gays or whatever.
Are they Christian?
My father is more longhouse oriented.
Oh, okay. So Longhouse really doesn't seem to have that kind of strong problem.
No, not that I know of, because a lot of the people I knew as elders, it didn't bother them, because you're going to have a person who's really effeminate walking around, and he's just another person.
Yeah.
But he walks funny and acts funny, and that's about it. Not thinking, well, he's gay.
Right.
He's just effeminate.
I've seen a few of those, believe me.
Yeah, I know, and I have too. And the other part of it is they don't look at the sexual side of him. Mm-hmm. That's not the point. Mm-hmm. He just walks funny and really acts effeminate, that kind of thing, and that's about as far as it goes. But figured that he has certain kinds of a wherewithal with things that no other does. I mean, I'm really surprised when one of my cousins tells me a couple girls are lesbian. I went, really? I've known them all my life and never thought of that. Mm-hmm. But they're part of the
I know of one other myself.
But part of the longhouse stuff and, whatever.
I used to get hit on by women when I was back on the res, though, I'll tell you. And you'd think they were straight, but...
Yeah. Where I began to really know some gays was in Warm Springs.
Oh, yeah, Warm Springs, totally.
Yeah, it's half the reservation is. Male and female. Yeah. I've been around. A couple of them, but...
So it was pretty painful when you were a teenager to come out, or to be that way and not know? I mean, did you kind of know what was going on? I mean, did you know the word gay, or...?
No, never did. Just... had cousins and who we had sex with each other. We didn't know what we were doing, but...
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
But we did our thing together, and we just enjoyed it. And then 2 or 3 of them, as far as I'm concerned, they're totally gay, and they went out and got married and had kids. That sort of shocked me and everything. And then every once in a while they come back to me. Are you still the same way? And I said, yeah. Well, let's go to bed. Okay. Could have done it at 15, 16 years of age, and they're now, a few years or same age as me now, and they still want to go to bed. And I've known, I think I know about 6 of them like that.
I believe it. Totally believe it.
Yeah, and then they were this group over here, NAPSI, had a conference over here in Oakland, and a couple of Nez persons came down. They now know, you know, and what they would like me to do, without being too open about it, is to, there's more gays coming up. Really are. And they said it's amazing. And I said, well, I want to tell you something else. Did you know several Neptics are gay? A lot of them didn't know that. I said, they are. Why'd you ask them? Well, would you tell me who they are? I said, I'm not outing anybody. You know, there are a couple, over the years, Neptic members who are gay and such, and they were surprised. I said, they're there. And even in a couple other places, they're there. And here there's these people who are just coming into 21 years of age, and they want something to do without having to run to Portland, Seattle, or Spokane. Why not we have something here just for us? And the conference is trying to teach people, how do you stop certain things from occurring? Homophobic stuff, prevention of HIV, and how do you teach people to respect a person who is two-spirit or gay, and how do you identify them if you don't know? Sort of give you a gaydar in a way, so you can spot them, these young people growing up, because they feel so alone and they're isolated. You know, you don't want to take them to Spokane and go visit so-and-so, because he's a real flaming queen or whatever, or take them to Neighbors,
Yeah.
you know, or a couple of those bars down there.
If you could say something to that young boy when he was just coming out, the young boy that you were, what would you say to that kid? Right, you know, knowing what you know now, what would you say to that kid?
What I tell kids today, and after so many years, it is okay to be you. You were a child of the Creator who was created in love. Though you are different, it is a beauty to be different. Don't feel ashamed or guilt of any kind because you're attracted to somebody of the same gender as you are. It's okay. And no one's here to hurt you or prosecute you or make you feel painful for who you are. And here are the attributes that are of you. It's part of you. You're sensitive, you're emotional, you're a caregiver, you could be a healer, you're psychic, you have these certain, you could be the one who mediates between male and female. You call people now, say two-spirit, you have the male and female within you, and you're in the center. That if you walked on the earth, and the earth loves you so much because of who you are, and don't judge yourself of who you are, that flowers will grow at your feet. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. But do not pay attention to anybody who talks against who you are from a sexual manner, because it doesn't matter. It's these other attributes that make you who you are. You could be the caretaker of the tradition. You can be the orator at certain ceremonies. I've done this myself. People know, and they don't care. But I have a beautiful, wonderful voice that speaks from here. And you have that capability whether you realize it or not. It's there. And that is part of that. Tradition looks at you for that. Because you're powerful in that way, but people use the sexual side of you against you. And I think that's Christian oriented. But from a traditional side, they look at you for these other attributes. It's your business what you do, intimate-wise. That's your business. It's spiritual and it's love. Your body was created to do that.